Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, friends. Start with the great name of God, who is the most merciful and most kind. My friends, today we are going to discuss consonant chart. In English language, there are 44 phonemes, and out of 44, 24 are consonant. So, all vowels are voiced, but consonant are voiced as well as voiceless. So today we are going to discuss about these consonants, how they are pronounced and where they are pronounced. We will discuss how sounds are voiced, how voiceless, and how they are produced, means manner of their articulation. So without wasting your minute, we are going to discuss with voiced and voiceless. In order to understand voiced and voiceless, take example of the sound is, which is a voiceless, and take the example of z. Actually, many of our students do not know how to pronounce them to feel whether there is a vibration in vocal cords or not. So the way we pronounce, we feel that S is also voiced and Z is also voiced. So we have to, I am going to tell you how to pronounce these sounds. When you are pronouncing the sound S, you have to pronounce it like S, 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 S. So you will be able to feel if you touch if you put your finger beside your Adam's apple or around your neck, you'll feel that there is no vibration while pronouncing s, s, s sound. When you pronounce the sound z, 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 so you feel that there is a vibration, and this makes it voiced or voiceless. Okay, let's discuss some of in context their voice or voice. Let's take example of vowel sounds. There are two vowel sounds. One is k and other is g. So when you say k, 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 you don't feel any vibration in vocal cords. And when you say g, 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 you are able to feel the vibration. So that's why the k is voiceless, and g is voiced. So let's talk about their place of articulation, the consonant from their place of articulation. Let's talk about bilabial sounds. So bilabial sounds are those sounds that are produced with the help of our upper and lower lip. So when you say the sound p, 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 b, p, p, b, so you feel that these sounds are involving or engaging two articulators like your upper and lower lip. So these are bilabial, and this way you can say m, m. When you pronounce the sound m, which is voiced, your both lips are actually meeting. Upper and lower lip are meeting. Okay, same case with w or v sound. So you can say it is also voiced. So bilabial, there are three sounds are voiced and one is voiceless. Fine. So let's talk about labiodental. And if I give you the example of bilabial words, so pat, bat, mat, and wet, these are bilabial sounds and their words. And labiodental, so let's talk about labiodental sounds. So these are sounds formed with the upper teeth and lower lip. The sounds are formed with upper teeth and lower lip. So if you say the word fat and wet, you will feel that they are pronounced with the help of upper teeth and lower lip. So sound and v sound. So you feel that in one sound there is a vibration, and other sound there is no vibration, but you also feel that your lower lip is actually moving towards your upper teeth in pronouncing these two sounds. So that's why they are labiodental, means your lower lip and your upper teeth is involved in production of these two sounds. So dental sounds. At your back of your upper teeth, beside, okay, no, at your upper teeth, okay, your upper teeth, the back of your upper teeth is involved in production of these sounds, while your back of upper teeth is passive articulator and tongue is active articulator here. So if you say the word sound th, 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 so there is this is voiceless, and the which is voiced. These sounds are pronounced when your when your tongue, sorry, not lip, your tongue, tip of your tongue actually touches your back of upper teeth while pronouncing these sounds. That's why these sounds are called dental sounds. Okay, let's talk about now alveolar. So alveolar sounds are pronounced from your back of your upper teeth. There is another part, okay, that is called alveolar ridge, and it is also known as teeth ridge. It is right behind your upper teeth, and there is some flesh as well. Okay, it is a bony part of your teeth. Okay, it is a bony ridge. Okay, so if you try to pronounce these words like t, s, d, and z, you will feel something that the tip of your tongue is actually touching that teeth ridge. Okay, t, t. You will see that tip of your tongue is touching your, if you pronounce it, you will feel it. Tip of your tongue is touching teeth ridge or alveolar ridge. So, t, s, d, z, n, l, r. So you feel that these all sounds are alveolars because they are pronounced when the tongue is touching alveolar ridge. Okay, now let's talk about palatal sounds. Palatal sounds, right behind teeth ridge, there is a hard palate, and which is also known hard palate and also roof of mouth. So when your tongue is actually, your blade of tongue is moving towards palate, so you feel that this is a palatal sound, like sh, 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 ch, ch, ch. So this is sh, sh, ch, ch, ch. So both sounds are voiceless and z, 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 and as, okay, as j sound, like in measure, pleasure, okay, and leisure. So these sounds are voiced, and sound yeah, it's not j, it's yeah sound, like in yes. Okay, yes sir. So some sounds are also velar sounds. So this is there is also the palate is a hard palate, and there is also called velum, which is known as soft palate. It's a fleshy part of your palate. So these sounds are pronounced when your tongue, okay, mid of your tongue is actually moving towards velum. So these sounds are pronounced like k, 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 g. Like if you say the word kid, kill, you will feel it. Okay, and you can also pronounce the word with g sound like beg, mug, plague. So there's a g sound, it's also velar. And ing sound like playing, loving, talking. The last sound of ing, what is called ing, is pronounced with the help of this nasal sound or velar sound ing. It is voiced. Let's talk about glottal sound, which is the last one in terms of its place of articulation. There is a part glottis in our larynx, and it is the space between vocal folds. When these vocal folds are not vibrating while pronunciation or pronouncing the word, so this is a glottal sound. It is in like house, home, and whose, and in word like have. So these sounds are there in it. So this is a glottal sound. Now let's talk about their manner of articulation, which is very also important. Stops. These all sounds are stops. If you look at these all sounds are stops. Why they are called stops? The reason is that these sounds are called stops because they are produced by some stop of air stream. Okay, your lungs actually produce air stream, and that air stream is also helpful or important or vital to pronunciation and production of sounds. If you try to say the word p, b, p, b, t, d, k, g, so you will feel that there is the kind of stop. Air stream is briefly stopped and suddenly released. So this kind of sounds are called stops and plosive sounds. It is just a kind of explosion in your mouth, and you feel it. There is a sound k, t, k, k, p, t, d. So you feel a kind of explosion, or a plosive. These are also known as plosive sounds, like in word 10. Okay, so there are so many other examples. You can go through them. So then there is a fricative. Okay. Actually, I wanted to give you example why we are discussing this, because T is alveolar and S is alveolar. Okay, so how they differ from each other? Remember, all phonemes are different from each other. So how they differ from each other? They differ in manner of articulation. Like you say fricatives. So we are going to discuss fricatives. So fricatives are those sounds which are pronounced, which involve almost blocking of the air stream. Okay, your air stream is blocked, but then there is a difference. There is no explosion or plosion like in sounds of stops. The air stream is released from a narrow opening. Okay, so if you pronounce the word narrow opening, and when you pronounce these words, you will be able to feel the air being pushed out from from your mouth, from vocal folds. You can say the word f, v, t, d, z, sh, z. So these sounds are fricatives. Okay, they are fricatives, and when you pronounce them, if you put your hand in front of your mouth, you will feel that air is being pushed out from a narrow opening, and it is coming with some speed. So let's talk about affricates. So affricates are those sounds that are mixture of stops and uh, fricatives. Okay, there are two sounds which are fricatives, like this ch, like in cheat, and j, like in jeep. Okay, so these both sounds are your affricates. Okay, why they are called affricates? I'm telling you. If you combine brief stop of airstream with obstructed release, which causes some friction, you will be able to produce sound like ch and j. They are called affricates. Okay, so the ch is voiceless and j is voiced. So let's discuss the other nasal sounds. These are nasal sounds. They are called nasal sounds because when your velum is lowered and the air stream is allowed to flow through your nasal cavity. Okay, so we pronounce these nasal sounds. So your velum is actually lowered and air stream is allowed to go through or move to nasal cavity, and this way we pronounce the word nasals like m, m, n, ing. So these are nasal sounds, and the all of the nasal sounds are voiced. Okay, let's talk about liquids. Okay, like in the sounds of late and rate. So liquids are there. Okay, when you pronounce these sounds, the air stream is actually escaping from your tongue. Uh, it escapes from your tongue. Okay, let's suppose if you say the word L, L, you feel that air stream is actually escaping from your tongue. R, 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 r. When you say these sounds, so they are liquids because your air stream is actually escaping from your tongue. That's why flow around your tongue, as the tip of tongue makes contact with middle of the alveolar ridge. So when it is making contact with alveolar ridge, so your air stream is actually escaping from your tongue. Okay, let's talk about glides. Okay, the both of the glides are voiced. Okay, your tongue is actually in motion while pronouncing these sounds. That's why, because tongue is in motion, so you say it is glide. Okay, okay. I give you example of these sounds like V, wait, you, yes. So these sounds are actually called glides. And in some approaches, the liquids like these L and O and W and Y, they are uh, they are they are combined, and they are called approximants. Remember, liquids and glides, they both are combined to call, they are called approximate. Okay, approximants. So this is all about today. uh, I am working very hard to make these videos to help you guys and also myself. I request all of you to please watch my videos and also subscribe my channel. It is a very tough job, but I'm trying my level best to help you guys. So Allah Hafiz, have a good time and fear.